Okay, so welcome. I'm Laura, and we're going to be doing yoga sculpt. I think that's what a lot of teachers call it. I just call it yoga with weights because I can do anything with yoga because that's what makes me happy. So for this class, I'm going to use 8-pound weights. And since I cannot locate my 5-pound weights, I'm going to use 2-pound weights at the very end. So I'm going to keep the 2-pound weights kind of close by. And predominantly we'll be using the 8-pounders. So I'm just get those off to the side as well for now. So we will start right away in downward dog. So let's go. I hope we're ready. No clocking necessary. So downward dog, you're gonna press through your hands, spread the fingers out. This is gonna be about a 30-minute or so class today. Making sure now you're aligning yourself up, pressing into your thumbs, your index fingers predominantly. Hugging your armpits towards your ribs, bending your knees. I lift my head up a lot to kind of look up and stuff, but you guys keep your heads down and looking towards the ankles. But I'd like you to bend your knees a lot, lift your hips really high. Good. And then shift forward into a plank. And then exhale, come right back into that downward dog with your knees bent. And then shift forward again, inhale into your plank, just warming up through the joints. And then exhale, bend your knees, lift your hips high. And then one more time through a plank and hold your plank, press down through your hands, pull your ribs in, press your heels back and just build a little bit of heat. And then shift again into your downward dog. Then bend your knees, lift your hips high, hug your arms towards one another, and then walk your hands towards your feet, hands towards your feet. And then that's going to be your very first forward fold. So exhale fully, let it go. And then on the inhale, I'd like you to come up to your very first chair pose. So arms are going to go up, hips are going to sit back. And take a second to organize here on your first chair pose. Drag the feet apart to space out the lower spine. Pull the core in. Arms are up or even forward if you're feeling a little achy in the shoulders today. And then exhale, you're going to come right back down. Bend the knees. Inhale, you're going to bring your hands to the ground. Look up, shoulders back, straighten the legs. And then walk back into a plank pose. And then all the way back, exhale into downward dog. And then from here, send the right foot in, let's go outside the right hand. Lower the left knee down. Organize the shoulders back, pull the navel in, pelvic floor muscles up, rotate right arm up. Step right shoulder over left shoulder, reach up towards the corner of the room with the right hand. And then exhale, right hand comes down, left knee comes up, plank. And then downward dog. From downward dog, bend your knees, lift your hips high. Walk your hands towards your feet. Come into a deep forward fold. Right back up into that chair pose, maybe a little bit more organized now, so not quite as many adjustments, just fortify your chair pose, strong. Exhale, right back down. Inhale, lift up the chin. Weight evenly distributed through the feet. And then walk it right back into plank. Press down through the hands, pull the navel in, get the shoulders back. Exhale, back, downward dog. We're going to step the left foot outside the left hand. Lower the right knee down. Lift up the left arm and just rotate. Rotate, reach the left hand to the left corner. Open up through the ribs, find even more space. Good. Bring the left hand down. Lift the right knee up, step it back into a plank. Left leg. Press up with the hips, downward dog. Shift forward now, coming into plank. Take your time if you need to lower your knees to chaturanga flat down to the belly. Lower the knees. Otherwise, you're coming forward and down, flat onto the belly. Bring the hands behind you. Palms down on the ground. Lift the chin, lift the shoulders, drag the mat forward with the palms. Good. Just warming up the upper back. Good, and then go ahead and lower all the way back down. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lift up for a cobra. That means your elbows are still bent. Yep. And then roll all the way back, downward dog. Okay, we're going to bring the right leg up and outside the right hand again. This time, keep the left knee up. Keep your hips from dropping. Rotate, open the chest, inhale. Exhale, make your way back into a plank. Chaturanga, knees can come down or not, up to you. Palms go behind you by the hips, press into the hands, lift all the way up. Coming up a little higher, squeezing the shoulders back. Okay, now stay up with the head, stay up with the chest, but bring the arms open like a T, and then bend the elbows forward and make like a W by lifting the tops of the knuckles towards the ceiling. You're gonna wake up here. We're gonna do this with weights later on. Then bring the hands right under the shoulders. Press into the hands to lift the chest up. Squeeze the elbows towards the ribs. And on your exhale, all the way back, downward dog. You should be feeling this in your mid back, nothing in the low back. Good, on the next exhale, left foot outside of the left hand. Keep the right knee high and strong. Lift the left arm all the way up and turn open. Good. And then left hand comes down, make your way into your plank. And then last time, lower all the way down to the floor flat. Palms behind you, lift up into the Shavasana version. Good. And then stay high, bring the arms forward into a T. And then bend the hands forward, make a W by lifting the knuckles up, squeezing the elbows back. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Hands under the shoulders, lift up for a cobra, staying here for 3 seconds. Elbows are bent, tugging towards the ribs, shoulders are down away from the earlobes. Don't lift the chin quite so high, bring it down just a little bit, perfect. And then roll over the toes if possible, otherwise 1 foot at a time. Exhale, bend knees, downward dog. Good, now you're gonna go ahead, lower your knees down from here, grab your 8 heavy pounds, mine are 8 pounds, and bring it to the back of your mat. Just so that we have them ready to go. Okay, and then come right back up into downward dog. And then from here, you're gonna bend the knees, walk your hands back, and grab your weights. Okay, come all the way up, standing mountain pose, and I'm gonna go sideways for this guy. And then situate your feet just like in chair pose, a wider chair pose. Lean forward, butt is out, and then lift your elbows really high and behind you. Try to keep your elbows lifted up above your spine. We're gonna go for 8 tricep kickbacks here, okay? Here we go. So you're gonna push back for 8. So the elbows don't move. That's 2. Elbows don't move, it's just the forearms going up and then right back into a hinge. And you're wanting to go slow here. You're wanting to continue to breathe. And now that we're using some weights, it's okay to go inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Okay, then go ahead, keep the weights up at the shoulders, come all the way up to standing, and we're gonna move into that W. Okay, just give the lower back a little rest. The lower back is getting a workout with the entire class today. Come back into that sinking chair pose, pressing into the floor. Feel that weight going down. Lean forward once again. Now we go for our W. So the weights are in front of our chest, and you're gonna open up into a W like we just did on the floor. Bring the weights back to the center of the body. Open it up. We're gonna do 8 of these. These are called W's. And 3, keep breathing. So this is shortening the triceps to the max here. Really working the whole upper, lower sides of the shoulders. 2, good, and 1. Okay, we're gonna lean all the way down. Sit on down, in between the weights. This gets a little fun, we'll go faster the second time. You're gonna bring the feet all the way up, and I'll go sideways. The weights are here. Okay, so I've got my hands on the weights. I want you to bring the heels all the way to the butt, and then extend all the way up. And we're gonna do 10 of these. Heels to the butt, spine is strong, and all the way up. And it's not speed. You're gonna feel a huge lift in your low belly, and really working in your low back. We're gonna go for 10. So really try to hit the heels to the rear end. Really try to lift the legs as high as you can get them. Keep the knees together. Good, got a couple more. Good. And last one. All right, we're gonna bring the legs all the way down. Bring the weights behind your butt. So they're vertically, as you can see, behind me. You can start with the legs straight out. If it's too difficult, we'll bring the heels back in. Okay, here we go. We're gonna lift up into an upside down plank. Yep, and then you're gonna do a tricep dip, butt barely touches, press back up. We're gonna do 8 of these. Up and down. Your gaze is looking right up at the ceiling, not cocking the head back, just vertically, kind of like on an angle, up and down. Again, you can bend at the knees here if it's too much. We got 4 left. 4, tricep dips, 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, legs come down, butt comes down. Cross at the ankles, come back into your downward dog. I'm like dancing like, what is that? Twister. Good. Forward plank. We're gonna go through that whole thing a little quicker this time. Exhale, lower all the way back down. Shalabhasana, palms behind you, lift up the shoulders. Good, stay high, make a W with your elbows. Knuckles pulling up. Good, hands under the shoulders, lift up for a cobra. And then exhale all the way back, downward dog. Soften at the knees, lift the hips higher, hug the arms in. Then walk your hands back until you find yourself back into chair pose with the weights. Have the arms dangling down. I'm gonna walk just slightly forward for the space. Okay, we're gonna start right into that tricep kickback. So stay low, navel in, elbows back. We're going for 10. Tricep kickback, 2, 3, belly strong, support your spine. I'm looking kind of a little bit mid-wall here. Good, 2, and 1. Okay, weights to the chest, open up like a W. We're gonna go for 10. Up like a W, support your back. Pulling your belly. Go as wide out as you can. Knuckles right out the elbows if possible. I think we got 3. And 2. Good. And 1. Weights to the floor. Butt to the ground. Right up high boat. Heels in and out. We're going to go for 8. Heels in and out. Good. Keep those knees together. We want the adductors on your inner thighs. Lengthen your spine. Put your head up high. Good. You got 2 more. Okay, you're gonna set your legs down in front of you. Walk the arms behind your butt. Lift right back up. Here we go. 8, up and down. Really lengthen here. You want the elbow creases to be back and behind you. You want the shoulders, the rotator cuffs hugging back. Belly is strong the whole time. I think we have about 3-ish. 2. Good. 1, leave the weights there. Lower the butt, cross the ankles. Downward dog. Told you this was going to be a little bit of a doozier. Okay, from downward dog, let's stretch out the back, lift the right leg up, stack over that hip, and just stretch. Right knee points up, right toes flexed in. And then just switch sides, lift the left leg up. Bend the left knee, left heel towards the right booty. Stretch. Good. And then go ahead and set the left leg down, downward dog. Then go wide in your downward dog, wide. And then bend at the knees, the heels will lift up. Walk your hands back. You'll be really low here, butt down, grab your weights. Meow. Turn your toes out. So I'm gonna walk up a little bit here. Okay, toes are turned out. Think of a sumo wrestler. Okay, pelvic floor is open. Toes are turned out, so you're in a proper alignment for your spine to stay up. And as you tire, you're gonna see it's gonna wanna do this. No, no, no. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna go left arm in the front, right arm in the back, sink low, like into the knee height. Come all the way back up to standing. Right hand in front of the pelvic, left hand behind you. Sink low. Good. And then keep rotating. We're gonna do about 8 on each side. So this is 2. So keep the knees flaring out. Keep the arms rotating on each. Lower. So sumo squats. Really working your adductors, so keep your knees pressing away. I think we have about 2-ish on each side. I should stop giving you numbers, because when you do with weights and movement, it's really hard to track. Okay, now the next time that we go low, stay there and hold 10 seconds. Stay low, come on, get your knees wider, maybe feet a little wider. Good, chest higher. 4, 3, 2, stand up, switch. Left arm in the front or the right, depends. 10-second hold. Rotating, knees wide, good, belly in. Good, 3, 2, good. Okay, come all the way up to standing. Both weights in the front. Bend both knees, weights down, heel toe, malasana. I meant to do that. Good, hold here, 10 seconds. Good, so malasana, knees are, feet are wide, feet are turned out. Chest is strong. Inner elbows pushing into the inner thighs. Good. Grab your weights, stand all the way up. Holy moly. Okay, we got 1 more set of these. We're gonna do 8 each side. Toes point out, organize your body, shoulders back. Here we go. Get your butt as low as your knees. We're going 8 to each side, that's one set. Turn, good. So take your time, don't cheat yourself. You wanna feel a little bit of a contraction. You wanna keep your chest up. This is 4, halfway there. 4. Just think of all the inner thigh strength you're gonna have. And 3, and 3, 2 more. So to the naked eye, this doesn't look very difficult. But grab some weights and join in instead of just watching. Okay, here we go. Hold on the other side, 10 seconds. 10, 9. Pull the pelvic floor muscles up. 5, 4, 3, 2, stand. Holy mackerel. Either I'm really weak or holy crap. Switch, 10 seconds. Knees wide, get those inner thighs pressing away. Good. 3, 2, stand up. Crap. Okay, both hands in the front. Heel toe a little closer together. Squat down, weights down, malasana. 10 seconds. Kara's favorite, I know, weights down, girlfriend. Butt forward, chest up, head up. Okay, so this first round of the next sucker, we're gonna use weights. Second round, we will not. So press through your feet, come all the way up. Oh, good job. Grab your weights. So on this guy, I'm gonna go to the back of my mat just because of the way the room is set up for me today. Okay, so we're gonna do 3-dimensional low lunges. It's actually, yeah, it's low lunges. So it's gonna be a lunge with a weight drop. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna work frontal plane, or I'm sorry, sagittal plane, which is forward, frontal plane, which is sideways, and then skandasana to get the transverse. So we're gonna go right leg first, and we'll go slow. I know some of you like to watch the first one, so we won't count this as a number. Lunge forward, whoops, weights down to frame the right foot, come all the way back up to standing. I'm gonna have to face y'all forward doing this one. Then we go to frontal plane, okay? So bend into that right knee, weights down, press all the way back up to standing. And then finally, the transverse, which is going to be the diagonal guy. You're gonna go lunge skandasana, weights down, left toes up, and then come all the way back up to standing, okay? We're gonna do 6 of these. That did not count. Here we go. Front drop lunge. Step. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. And come right back up. Good. Frontal plane, lunge to the right, drop. Come right back up. Skandasana, left toes up. That's set 1. Now keep going at your own pace. As long as you keep breathing, we're in good shape. Belly is strong. Right knee bends, so we're staying with that one leg, that one side. Skandasana to the back, left toes up. Good, that's 2. We got 4 left on this side. We can do it. It's the sets that kill you. 1 time through, no big deal. 6 times through, a bigger deal. Good. Coming forward, almost there. 2 more. Get to the side. That's that frontal plane. And then transverse, skandasana. That transverse plane is so good for you. Right leg forward, last one. Good. Let those weights come all the way down to the side. I could probably get my booty back and down a little bit more. Good, right into the next side. Hope left leg is coming forward. Right into it. Left leg to the side, lunge. Left leg. Right toes up, skandasana. Right back up, that's 1. We got more to do. Keep that belly strong. Go onto the side. Transverse, which is like a twist. Right toes up. Good. Here we go. Belly strong, back is straight. Good, go onto the side. So you can lighten up the weights. You can go higher in weights. And don't forget, we're gonna speed it up a little bit when we go no weights after 2 more of these. Skandasana, right toe up. Last 2. Don't slow it down. I know you don't have people right next to you, but you're doing it for yourself, so don't cheat yourself. Last one, organize yourself. Whoa, I just almost lost it. Transverse, last one. Skandasana. All right. Weights, bye-bye. Okay, we're gonna go right into it, you guys. No weights. Hands to the hips the whole time. Organize the shoulders back. Pull the ribs down and in. Pelvic floor up. Right leg forward, let's go. Good, and then back. You're gonna feel like a feather. Side, you got it. Any version of Skandasana, depending on your body type. Left leg forward. We're gonna alternate. Good. To this side. And Skandasana. Right toe up. Good. 2 more times through. Right leg forward. Good. And to the side. You know what you're doing. You got it. Don't let me slow you down. Going to the left. And switch it up. Good. 1 time left. Through the whole thing, left and right. Good job, you guys. Almost there. Now we're getting our abductors. So we did a lot of that. Sumo squat was our inner thighs. All this good stuff, outer thighs. Good, meet at the top. Standing straight. Collect yourself. Organize yourself. Good, arms go up. Reach up tall, reach to the ceiling. Stretch it all out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Make your way back to plank pose. Hold your plank pose, 3 inhales and exhales. Pulling that core. Good. Flat down to the ground. Hands on the floor by your butt. Head up, chest up, shoulders back. Feet down. Lift up like a T. Pull in like a W. Knuckles go higher. Hands under the shoulders for a cobra. Keep it close. Beautiful. Exhale, downward dog. Stretch it back. Good. Coming forward right away. Plank. Lower flat down to the ground. Stay. Organize your arms to support your head. Bend your knees. Windshield wiper your shins left and right. Windshield wiper left and right. Just check in with your breath. Be proud of your sweat. We're doing awesome. All right, so this is gonna be the time now where you get hold of your lighter weights. If you have them available, you may not even want any weights. If you're feeling brave, you can try the heavier weights. Just don't hurt yourself, especially if you've got rotator cuff stuff. Take care of your stuff. All right, here we go. So this is gonna be the triceps. Again, we're doing a lot of back of the arm, rhomboids, which are behind the shoulder, kind of underneath them, and then full rotator cuff, this whole entire shoulder girdle, which is part of your back. Some people don't think it is, but it is. All right, so I'm going to my light weights. I actually have to go on an angle so I have my space. So we're gonna start with the arms by your hips behind you. My thumbs are pointed down. So that just means that my hands are gripping the weight and my index finger is closest to the floor. Okay, from here, head up, shoulders back, like we've been doing in that Chaturmasana. Then you're gonna lift up the weights, don't let the weights touch the floor. Flip the hands so the palms are pointed down. Lift up like a T, go all the way back. Flip the thumbs down and bring it down. Good, 8 more. So we're lifting up, up. Swim forward and back, bring it down. That's 2. Lift up, swim forward, swim back, flip it, 3. So I can go heavier, so I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna give myself a couple good runs from 1 minute. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get 3 more in here. So whatever you've got time for, land it. Thumbs up, open it up, and bring it down. These might be a little too heavy. I probably could stand 6 or 7 pounds. Oh, and down. Okay, put those weights over to the side. Press yourself all the way up into a plank. Do I have to? All the way back into a downward dog. Okay, just stretch it all out. Okay, we're gonna widen out the feet. Take the right hand outside the left shin and just twist. Give yourself a nice release here. You're peeking under the left shoulder. Your hips aren't swaying to the left. You're staying nice and centered. Switch sides, right hand goes down. Don't collapse into the right arm. Stay strong, push into the ground. Left hand wraps around the right shin. Rotate, push. Navel in, spin from the upper back. You can even bend the left elbow here. Really feel that rotation high in that rotator cuff. Good. Come back down. Walk the feet together. Shift forward into a plank. All the way down. Second set. So you figure we're going to be here about 30 seconds to a minute. Grab your light weights, grab your heavy weights. Do whatever it is you want to do or no weights. And that 30 seconds, same exercise. So weights behind you, head up, shoulders back, lift, rock it forward. I'm gonna try to squeeze 4. With a little assistance of my baseboard. Oh, and down. Oh, good Lord. Weights go down. Good job, Kara. Good job, Jess. Lift it all the way up, tabletop. Rock it back, child's pose, all the way back. Just take a few breaths here. As you reacquaint yourself with your breath, not so much of the back muscles. We have one more thing to do. So for this last one, you'll eventually lift up from child's pose and come into tabletop. And then grab your lightweight, whatever you have that's light. I have available to me my very dainty 2-pounders. And I'm all right with that. I'm gonna put my dainty 2-pounder, pink dainty 2-pounder, between my ankles eventually. And I'm gonna lay it. There it is. All right, so on this guy, you know what? We're gonna stay flat. So come all the way down, turn your cheek to face the camera. So the thing here is you need it super close to the feet. So if it's higher up the ankle, move it down until you feel it as close to the heels as you can. Otherwise, it's gonna shift. Okay, you're gonna clear the knees and lift that sucker up for 8 and then lower down. I'm going for 8. Head stays down. Clear the knees, legs are straight. If you don't have weights, you're simply squeezing the heels together. This is lower back. I was gonna say a bad word. You know what I am, it's your ass. 3 more. Clear the knees, straight legs. 2. This should be burning. 1, hold it, 10 seconds, head down. Straighten the legs, squeeze a little bit more for 5, 4, 3, lift higher, release, let the weight go, bend the knees, left and right with the windshields. Okay, we got 1 more set. Okay, you know what to do. Squeeze in 8 more. Make yourself organized, put that weight close to the heels, maybe even in between the heels if you got extra light and go up and down. I'm gonna turn my head the other direction for this set. Good. And then let that weight go down. Knees bent, go left and right. Windshield wiper. Good. Let the legs lay flat. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Last vinyasa, you guys. Tuck the toes in. I want you to press straight up into a plank. Just leave the weight where it is. Pull in your core. Good. Bend your knees, shift the hips back. This should feel really good. Okay, then bend one knee and then the other. Really get into the back of your hammies, especially after that last doozy. And then situate so that both heels come down. Okay, depending on your knees, we're gonna go to pigeon. If your knees are compromised for whatever reason, you're gonna go to the number 4. Regular pigeoners. Right knee behind the right wrist. Horizontal-ish with the shin. Left leg goes straight back, lower down. Number 4 people. Pick a side. Right ankle over the left knee, kind of above it. And then gentle pull in of the left hammy. Shin, shoulder soft. Either one will work. We're gonna take about 30 seconds on each side here, just to really stretch out that whole posterior side of the body that we just worked on. After you're in your 30 seconds, which should be in about 10, notice lift up into a downward dog and switch sides. So I'm gonna just catch up with you all real quick here. And now I'll switch sides. Pushing down into the shin, if you're in a prone pigeon pose here versus supine, you're pushing down through that front shin so that you still stay organized in your body. And after about 10 more seconds, you're gonna press into your hands. Or if you're laying down, you're gonna rock all the way back up to seated. And you're gonna come to diamond pose. So bring the base of your feet together, the bottom of your feet just so tall. Feel the oozing of strength that you created. And if you've got time, I'm going to take you through a cooler down. So go ahead and bend your knees, shift your hips here on your center of your mat and lower down to your back. And then I'd like you to bring yourself into a supine child's pose by bringing the knees into the chest. Lift up your chest to meet your knees. You can wrap your hands around your shins. So this is just child's pose. You can even reach your hands to your heels and you'll get a little bit more hugging of the body with the shoulders. Maybe your head comes to the knees. Good. And then lower down just the spine and the head. Bring the arms out like a T. Let the knees fall over to the right. Look over to the left. Let's take 3 breaths here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, which is going to aid in cooling you down a little quicker. Especially that longer exhale. And then bring those knees back up through center. One more time, wrap up and around those shins, coming into a child's pose reversed. If you want to work the core, you could even do the arms over shoulders. And then eventually the spine, the head, the arms lower, knees fall to the left. Gaze to the right. And then last time, bring the knees in towards the center. Rock up like a little ball, again, a powerful ball. And then extend everything out, Shavasana. Take up as much space as you want. Take big breath in and let it all exhale. And then bring your attention to the center of your brows. Try to relax the best that you can through the center of your brows and just feel that relaxation cascade all the way down your face. And then I'd like you to focus on the center of your chest. Bring all of your awareness. Feel like you could drop your brain into the center of your chest. Notice as the inhale comes, the chest rises. And as you deflate, it falls. And just feel from the center of the chest, everything softening, cascading down through the shoulders and the hands. And then bring all of your attention, drop your brain into the center of your belly, the center of your navel. Notice it as you inhale, rise. And fall. Everything softening, cascading around from the navel. And then bring your attention to the center of your legs, the knees. Bring your brain to fall right into the knees and feel all of the muscles around the legs, the knees that they support. Relax and cascade up and down. And then finally, bring the center of your attention to the middle of both of the feet. At the arch, right underneath, place 2 dots. Which foot is more dominant or having more sensation? And see if you can switch it with your brain. Practice your attention, your focus, your resilience. Good. And then I'd like you to bring your attention to the center of both of your palms. All of your awareness, drop your brain to the center of both of your palms. Here, notice which is more dominant with most sensation. And see if you can switch it to the other hand. I say that's pretty cool. And then take an attention moment here at the whole body. Breathing in with the whole body. As you rotate your awareness now back into your breath. And when you're ready to bring some movement back, begin to move through the wrists. Maybe open and close the hands a few times. Flex, extend the feet, toes. Bend your knees. Maybe come to one side. And lift yourselves up. Bravo. Good job, guys. Namaste.